Lionel Messi leaving Europe was not because he was not the best player in the world anymore, or he couldn't produce that high level required for Europe. No, it was a personal decision. And now, Messi deciding to retire from Argentina and potentially from football in general does not mean that he's not Argentina's most important and by far best player up till date. No, it is still a personal choice. Look at it today. He was involved in all 3 goals at the age of 38. Still their most pivotal player on the pitch. And I hate to limit Lionel Messi's performances to just goals. The 2 goals, because no, that is disrespectful. Look at the second goal Argentina scored. The stats sheet will not show you that. The pass that he gave to Nico Gonzalez before he passed it to Lautaro Martinez. Some of the passes this brother pulls off just shows that he's still the best in the world. But it is a personal choice. I know Lionel Messi. I'm close to him. He's my brother. Lionel Messi is not somebody that spotlight freaks him out. He's tired of it. He'd rather spend time with his children. Look at how emotional the game was today. Messi crying right from the warm-up to when they were singing the national anthem. He knew that, yes, I'm leaving this. But he's asking himself, will I miss it that much that I'll trade it off for time I can spend more time with my kids, my family? That is the question. And to the media, who always perpetrated lies and fallacies against Lionel Messi. Oh, Messi's not a good leader. Oh, Messi not this, Messi not that. These players will die for Lionel Messi beyond the football pitch. They will go to war for Lionel Messi. If you think it's a joke, ask yourself why Rodrigo de Paul will leave Europe when he's still a young man. Okay, he's just 31. And go to Inter Miami to play with Lionel Messi. Look at them lifting him. Look at how the crowd behaved anytime Lionel Messi touched the ball. Talk more of scoring. This man is Argentina. He was criticized. He was hated. The best player in the world was seen as a non-entity for his country, seen as a flop internationally. But he changed the story. From Copa del Rey to Copa America to the World Cup, to the World Cup Golden Boot, to best player in Copa America, to every single trophy that you can win at international level. He completed it. And he bows his head down, bows out from Argentina in the best possible way. He goes on the highest of highs, knowing that he can still play at any level he decides to play. But it is his personal choice. That is the best way to go out. That is what Lionel Messi has taught us today. Lionel Messi goes beyond football. His football career is beyond football. He's a tutor of life. He teaches us ways of life, how to live, perseverance, how to prove your haters wrong, whilst not being the most vocal. Leading is not by, vamos, let's go. You pass, pass your ball and pass quicker. Why didn't you pass? It is not by that. Oh, why didn't you defend well? No. They see on the pitch. They see what his brother does. He leads by living, by acting, not by cho-cho-cho. And all of you that are the Messi fans, cho-cho-cho, but you don't have Argentina jerseys. That's an absolute disgrace. Go to your Adidas Steak Store. You can link my bio now and go to Adidas Steak Store. You can buy the Argentina home and away jersey. Look at the jersey that was on today. Or this beautiful Argentina anniversary jersey. Or the Inter Miami kits. Just go to Adidas Steak Store. Message us on WhatsApp with this phone number above. Delivery is worldwide. What a game of football. Let's analyze this game. I enjoyed this game. You know, I even went back to sleep after watching the game because I'm somebody that hates sacrificing my sleep for anybody. But for Lionel Messi, I'll do that. And especially with the fact that I knew that this would be his last home game. We just watched Lionel Messi play his last home game. And potentially might even be his last game for Argentina. Because I'm seeing some reports. He was interviewed after the game. He said that, let's see how it goes. We'll do game after game, preseason after preseason, match after match. And if I feel like it, I'll go to the World Cup. If I don't feel like it, I'm not going to the World Cup. So Messi fans, there's a high chance Messi will not be at that World Cup. Let me just break your heart early enough. There's a very high chance that Messi might not play at the World Cup for Argentina. Because you know how this brother is. I even forgot to say it. Brace man again. Lionel Messi is allergic to hat tricks. He hates hat tricks. Because he even scored a hat trick today. But he was still offside. Of course. I was just like, of course he's offside. Brace man. There's no way Messi does not have the most braces in the history of football. Because I don't understand. He'll be begging this brother, please score a hat-trick. But you just know that once he scores that second goal, I don't know. It just shows that all this is not the bother him. It doesn't actually bother him. It just comes to him freely. If this guy wanted to be a tapping merchant, he can be the greatest tapping merchant ever. Look at the 2 goals he scored today. Just by peanut. The way his career, we have seen the evolution of different types of Lionel Messi. From that Lionel Messi in the under-17s or the young Lionel Messi playing with Argentina that wants to get the ball, dribble, find a pass, or go and score himself. To the Lionel Messi that was that mature playmaker and still had that dribbling, still had that carrying, still had that speed. And now, somewhat the finished article, but then the slower Lionel Messi that won the World Cup, the creator, the vision. He still had that burst of pace once in a while. You know, we saw it in the World Cup versus Josko Vardio. Once in a while to come out. It was not as constant as he could do it at for 90 minutes. He was not running as much again. But then, one thing that remained constant was the technical ability, the IQ. It cannot be trained. They cannot teach you that thing. Either day or it didn't day. If it's not your body, sorry for you. Sorry. And Lionel Messi used it properly. That's why I believe if this guy wants to play until he's 45, he can play. Solely because of this thing. This thing up here. So let's talk about the game. Honestly, the first half, I think Venezuela was more in the game than the second half. You know, Argentina was dominating possession, but Venezuela wanted to play on the counter-attack, and they actually did that well. From the kickoff, they could have even scored immediately the game started, but then somebody intervened. I think it was the number 7, Savarino, for Venezuela that could have scored, you know. But at the end of the day, it was an utter domination from Argentina. And what Lionel Messi has done to Argentina is that he has taken them to a high level. Him leaving now, Argentina will not come down from that high level. No. He has taken them to the high level where he's still the most important and best player. But he has made them so good that even when he departs from them, they will still remain at that high level. That is what Lionel Messi has done for Argentina. It is beyond football. The culture, the mentality. Look at the players coming out. Look at their ages. Look at Franco Mastantuono, an absolutely amazing young player for Real Madrid at the age of 18. Looks like they have someone like Angel Di Maria regen. You look at Alvarez, 25. You look at Almada. What a player. Assisted Lionel Messi's second goal. You know. You look at Molina, still 27. Romero, 27. You go to the bench. They had some young, exciting talents coming off the bench. From Nico Gonzalez, I think Palacios. Okay, maybe Palacios, no. But Nico Paz, one of the, most exciting young players. Palacios, 26. Lautaro is still 28. Giuliano Simeone, one of my favorite players, 22. So this Argentina team, for me, is probably the best, national team in the world currently. Because when you look at them, and you look at the likes of Spain, those are the two teams that I really think, okay, these are the two problems currently. Some teams have great squad, like the likes of England, France, and Portugal. But the problem is, what are you playing on the pitch? Because if you look at this Argentina team on paper, they might not even be the best. But look at the squad and what's his name? Scaloni has been able to build. It's unbelievable. Look at that midfield pivot. Today, the pivot was Paredes and DePaul. Usually, it is McAllister and Enzo. Then DePaul also there. But they were injured today. Enzo was suspended and McAllister arrived to camp late. So, Paredes had to play there. And it looked like nobody was missing. That shows when you have created a high-level team. So, as I was saying, that first half was just domination from Argentina. But then I believe Venezuela was more in the game in that first half than in the second half. They're looking to counter. And pressure after pressure, chance after chance. I think Almada took a shot. Who else took a shot? Alvarez took a shot after one beautiful combination play. Who even laid the ball off to Alvarez? I forgot him. But the combination play was beautiful. I think it was Messi to Mastantuono. Then Mastantuono found Alvarez. Then I think Alvarez took a shot. It was beautiful play. And then eventually Messi broke the deadlock. We have to give props to Alvarez. For all the bad strikers Messi had in his career, especially for Argentina, Alvarez is one of the strikers that has been like a top 5 player with Lionel Messi. I know it sounds crazy for Argentina. You know, the awareness of mind to know that Messi is there and give it to him, and Messi with the first touch and then chipping the goalkeeper. That is absolutely amazing. That is what Lionel Messi is about. He will still show you that even with a tapping, it's at a high level. That's what this brother does. And then, on to halftime. I come out for the second half. They were playing them half field. Do you know something crazy? One crazy stat about this game. Emi Martinez, let me tell you something. He made 0 saves. He made 0 diving acts. He made 0 high claims. Like, he didn't do anything. Me and Emi Martinez played the same role in that match. We were observers. Me and Emi Martinez in that match, to tell you how Argentina dominated, we were both observing. And this is a team that has already qualified first position. They didn't need to win. They didn't need the points. But then the mentality in this team is different. That's one thing I've seen. For Emi Martinez to not have a role to play in this match is absolutely crazy. It's crazy. So then the second half continued. It began. And again, chance after chance. Lionel Messi took a shot. They blocked it. I mean, it was just Argentina domination. Nothing more. Mastantuono came off, I think in the 61st minute. Nico Gonzalez came on. And Nico Gonzalez immediately with, what's his name? Lautaro Martinez scored a goal with his first touch. A pass from Lionel Messi once more. From that position in the pitch. Who is better than Lionel Messi in that position? Defense splitting pass. Defense scattering pass. Nico Gonzalez then gave a cross to Lautaro and Lautaro headed it in. 2-0. Messi still gave another pass to Nico Gonzalez, but Nico Gonzalez did not convert. I think that was even before the second goal. That same pass. May your mind, he did body. Like I'm saying, I always said it when Messi, I was watching him that first season in Inter Miami. This guy was just tired. He was tired of the constant criticism. Oh, Messi this, the goals. He is tired of hearing it. He wants to rest away from the spotlight. Like now, as much as you want to still talk about Lionel Messi and Ronaldo this, it is just the core fans, their core fan base that still talk about them. It is not mainstream football again. You understand? Messi lost the final which day? How many people cared about it? Except the ones that want to banter each other. So that is the truth of the matter. Messi was tired. And I totally understand the brother. He's tiring. He has been in this spotlight since he was, 16, 15? Over 20 years in the spotlight. Of course, this brother will be tired. So moving on, as I was saying, and the third goal came from a beautiful pass from Rodrigo de Paul that opened that Venezuela defense up at the right-hand side. He gave the pass to, what's his name? Who was the boy that even squared it? Thiago Almada, that also squared it to Lionel Messi, and a very beautiful pass again. I mean, these boys, they play for Lionel Messi and they play for the team. Like, the team is built around Messi. They want Messi to be the best place to perform, but it is not in a bad way. Like, when Messi is the main man in your team, the level of your team automatically elevates. Everybody eats. Everybody enjoys. I don't know how to explain it. It's a Messi-centric team, but in the same way, it is still a team. It's not a one-man team. It's still a team. So he squared the ball to Lionel Messi, and Lionel Messi, of course, Messi is never missing from there with a very, very easy finish for him. And that's how the game ended. And at the end, at the end of the game, we saw scenes where Lionel Messi was crying, he was emotional, the team was hugging him, lifting him up, celebrating with him. And I don't think there's anything to even cry about. Obviously, we will all cry the day Lionel Messi hangs his boot and says, this is my final game. It's from somebody that he saw play from when he was young to where he is now is he's crazy about life. But I mean, that's just life. I don't think Messi has a career that there's anything he could have not done. There's nothing that he could do that he didn't do. Lionel Messi achieved everything. I always say that he's the only player in football that can beat his chest and say, I did everything in football. Yes, many might have won everything that he won in football too, but nobody did it at the level he did. 4 Champions Leagues, 8 Ballon d'Ors, 1 World Cup, 2 Copa Americas, numerous league titles, most trophies in football, most individual trophies in football, most golden boots in football, most Ballon d'Or, everything, he has the most of it. So why should he care that he has not reached 1,000 goals? Why should he care that he needs to reach this so number or this amount of? Messi is a kind of player that can end his career at 999 goals or 899 goals to reach 1,000. He genuinely does not care. And Messi fans, for all the years they have supported him very closely, they still do not understand this. He does not care. This brother does not care. So, an absolutely beautiful game, beautiful scenes, and I thoroughly enjoyed that one. And thank you, Lionel Messi. Thank you for your career. If this is the last, or if this, even the World Cup, if that will be the last, we'll see you. Brother, you have overfed us. You have given us joys that no other player can ever replicate. And when I did see many of these new Barca fans, I'm not a Barca fan when they say, support Lamine Yamal and Pedri over Messi in finalism. You don't know what we have been through with this brother. That's why he can make such things. I just made a decision that after the 2022 World Cup, I didn't really care about doing all this Messi, Ronaldo, this and although unless if you knew me earlier before that World Cup, I was in that thing. But wait till I want debate again. That World Cup don't come. Wait till I want debate again. Well, what do you want to say that will touch me again about Messi? So beautiful scenes, beautiful game, and I usually don't even talk about international games on this channel, but I had to because it was a beautiful one and it's one of the greatest of all time, Lionel Messi. Bow his head out. Yes, you may not see me many times on this channel talk about Messi and talk about greatest of all time, but just know that that's what it's genuinely just something that if you watch football, you shouldn't really argue it. But thank you very much for watching this video. Shop at the Adicas Text or let me know your thoughts about the game in the comment section. Now, of course, if you watch this video up to this point, comment Messi in the comment section. Just write Messi in the comment section right now. Let me see you guys in the comment section. I appreciate you guys once more. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and share. Please, we're pushing to 50,000 subscribers. To mean a lot to us. This international break, there's little to no content to make, but you guys are still supporting. I appreciate you guys. Adicas Text is out. Peace out.